Hello, it's Robert Miner with Dynamic Traders Group with today's 3-minute video update and trade strategy. And it's going to be a little longer than 3 minutes today, probably about 5 or 6 minutes long, because today I'm going to do something a little bit different. Instead of focusing on just one or two markets and going into a bit of detail and the technical position of the market and the trade strategy, I'm going to go through rather rapidly 4 or 5 different markets, pretty much give you the numbers that we're looking at as far as price target zones, time target zones, and reversal signals, so that you get an overview of several markets and potential trades for the upcoming week. Of course, if you want details, lots of details, you can always go to dynamictraders.com, check out our DT reports, with our comprehensive written reports that subscribers receive, as well as 20 to 30 minute video report and update every Saturday and Wednesday, and our video trade tutorials every week where we teach you our analysis and trade strategies. Okay, let's get started. Well, this is the ES daily chart, and for those of you who saw our video from last Saturday, you know that we were anticipating the potential, at least, for a reversal after last Friday's reversal day, and I gave you the specific triggers for that reversal. Well, that trigger was never made. We did make a lower close on Monday, but those of you who are subscribers and have listened to my videos for some time know that inside days don't count technically. We just ignore them. So any technical reversals or signals made on an inside day are ignored, and that's what we end up having Monday. And then on Tuesday, we closed above Monday's close. So we didn't have that reversal signal, and then we made our daily momentum bull reversal. Well, we're right near an extreme once again for a top. So all I want to do is warn you that we have completed week 2 of our weekly momentums being dual look back overbought. That puts us near the extreme for making a weekly high. We've got 2 significant time factors, July 16th and 17th. They're focused on the 16th. I'm only showing a couple of them here. There's more of them. The 16th is Tuesday. We're likely to complete at least a daily high on Tuesday, which should coincide with a weekly high, and that is supported by our daily momentum is bullish and not overbought yet, which indicates we got another 1 or 2 days sideways to up. The upside limit is probably around 30, 32. So be aware of that. Minimal probable on the upside over the next couple of days, with a high probability of making a weekly top by next Wednesday. This is daily bonds, and bonds and notes, of course, are in a similar position. We more than likely made a daily low on Friday, showing here on bonds. Daily data made a wide range reversal day. The daily momentums are oversold, but just any higher close sideways up on Monday will make a bull reversal. Just keep in mind that any advance should just be a 3 to 5 day correction within a weekly and potentially monthly bear trend. We made our weekly reversal a couple weeks ago, and then on Friday the 5th it made this huge wide range. It's about a 7 close reversal. It was big time and indicates at least a weekly high, and I think it's going to be the high for the year. But for the next few days, should be sideways to up, followed by the next daily momentum bear reversal, should continue a bear trend to a new low. This is gold daily. Gold's been following the technical position really closely for many weeks. And where we're at right now is more than likely we're making a correction, and we're going to make a new high in the days ahead. However, that should be, if gold does do this, make a new high next week, it should be the final high to complete the advance from the May 2nd low. We call that a wave 5 high. However, if we close below 1389.30, a weekly high is complete, and gold should then be sideways to down for at least 3 to 4 weeks. So not much left on the upside before we complete a weekly high. And if gold closes, makes a daily close above 1420.90, it will probably continue to reach about 1458, maybe a bit higher. But keep in mind, again, that'll be the final thrust up before we complete a weekly high. And any sort of bullish outlook is voided if we make a close below 1389.30. So a bit. Possibly, I would say probably a bit left on the upside, not a lot, before we complete a weekly high, and then we're sideways to down for several weeks. I'll comment on the euro, and of course the dollar will be just the opposite, just the inverse. We've completed a 5-wave decline early last week, right into the end of wave 5 price zone that we had for subscribers. We made our dual look back daily momentum bull reversal. This should be a correction within a weekly bear trend, and that correction should be complete by next Wednesday, ideally in this 50 to 62% retracement zone, which happens to be right around the 62% retracement is 100% alternate price projection of the wave A from this wave below. That is, if we confirm that wave below. So we should be 2 or 3 more days sideways to up before we complete a daily high, and that should be a corrective high followed by the resumption of the bear trend. And of course, this is just the opposite of what I thought was the major trend several weeks ago, up to a couple months ago, where I thought the euro was beginning a new major bull trend. All it did is made a several week corrective rally into the June high, and now it appears like it's going to resume the bear trend. But great trading opportunities in the euro. I've just been killing it in the euro this year. I'm up over 100% so far this year because it's such a wonderful technical market to trade. Dollar should be in just the opposite position. And lastly, this is crude oil. This is the daily chart. And we've been right on with crude oil also the last few weeks. We've probably got a 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 was made right in the wave 4 retracement zone. We made a new high as anticipated this past week. The daily momentums are overbought. The weekly momentums are also overbought. So we might have another 2 to 3 days sideways up to complete this advance from the June low. But keep in mind, this is probably the final section up before we complete the advance from the June low. A nice 5-wave advance. The ideal target is around 61.46 to 62.91, but we're almost there. So if you're long crude oil or anything related to crude oil, trail your stops pretty close to the market. We're real close to making a weekly high. Well, that's it for today. You want more details, please check us out at dynamictraders.com and our DT reports. Take care.